Before watching this video, make sure you're over 13 years old. Alright then, let's dive into the chapter. The story begins in a dojo. Everyone is fighting their opponent. Our MC is gasping for breath and asks them to go easy on him. The dojo master's son, our MC, looks like he doesn't have the guts to fight. Inside the dojo, a girl with blue and white hair is slamming opponents and breaking bones. She's gasping after destroying one of them. She approaches our MC and says it's his punishment for skipping school, tightening her black rope as she speaks. He wonders how she even knew since they're from different schools. We then learn his name, Kevin. She gets close to his face. Kevin nervously tells her she's so strong that guys can't get close to her. She smiles and tells him she doesn't want any other guy to get close to her at all. "Spare the rod, spoil the child," she says, grabbing his face. When she accuses him of flirting, Kevin denies he was doing any such thing inside the dojo. Chapter 2 starts here. Kevin is holding a fox lady toy, which was gifted by a girl from his class. The girl overhears their conversation. Kevin fuels the fire by telling his friend that she likes ice cream and doesn't like toys. He shows the toy, and Azure, the girl, is right in front of him. She wonders what he's holding. Kevin rolls around like a child, saying it's a rare model gifted by a girl. He starts showing it off to his other friends. Meanwhile, Azure's opponent is hurrying to fight. The old man announces break time and rings the small bell. Just as Kevin is showing his friend the toy, Azure grabs her opponent and throws him at Kevin. The guy hits him like a rock. Azure walks toward Kevin, saying he's really gotten on her nerves this time. Kevin watches her anxiously. She grabs his neck and asks about the girl who gave him the gift, wants to know if the girl has dating experience, or wait, ice cream prize experience. Her killing intent starts to leak out. Everyone is eating during the break. On a Sunday morning, Kevin's father announces that they'll be having cold noodles. Everyone gets excited. Azure and Kevin eat together. He asks her about her school problems and she says it's okay. She asks about him, and he talks while eating. She tells him to stop, warning he might choke. He starts choking. Azure grabs the water bottle and pushes it into his mouth. He spits out the water, thanks her for saving him, then gets angry and says he wants his first kiss, direct or indirect, under fireworks, with someone he likes. He tells her not to touch the bottle with her lips. She blushes happily. If he drank from the same bottle, that means they had an indirect kiss. Next day, Kevin arrives at the dojo and wonders where everyone is. He opens the hall and greets them, but no one's there. He hears noises and looks back. Azure is in the corner, scared of something. He wonders how Azure got there. She points to something. Kevin sees it, a big beetle. He smiles mischievously, picks it up and starts approaching her. She runs away, shouting for him to stay back. Kevin trips and drops the beetle. It crawls toward Azure. She panics and starts jumping around like Gear 5 Luffy, then suddenly dives into Kevin's shirt asking him to chase the beetle. The dojo door opens. Everyone sees them. With Azure inside Kevin's shirt, they all silently dismiss class and close the door. Looks like everyone misunderstood and understood. Next day, the old man tells everyone to warm up. Kevin is missing. Azure asks where he is. The old man smirks and says Kevin went to accept her confession after school. Her face darkens. She asks for a day off. The old man says she must defeat everyone in the dojo to earn it. She agrees. Her eyes grow serious. She strikes a karate pose and invites everyone to come at her. 5 minutes later, Kevin returns from school and sees everyone lying down. Azure asks why he was absent. Kevin says he had to clean his class. The day after that, the old man announces a dojo fight and asks everyone to pair up. Jay and Kevin are paired together. Azure and Big Bob make a pair. Azure's face darkens. Jay and Kevin train in a goofy way until Jay suddenly gets knocked out cold. Azure gives Kevin a death stare and slowly approaches him. The old man tells everyone to attack her, but she beats their souls out. Kevin is happy he blocked Azure's death. Glare twice. Azure congratulates the old man. Kevin tells her to go easy on him. She asks about the girl's underwear in class. Kevin wonders how she knew that. Latest chapter. It's raining. Azure is at school. Everyone is looking for an umbrella. Kevin has already left, probably skipping class again. Azure holds an umbrella, smirking and biting her lips. A romantic moment is coming. She pictures herself and Kevin kissing under the umbrella. She crouches, ready to sprint. She knows Kevin isn't home yet. She runs for him, jumping across walls and dodging security guards. Suddenly she stops. She sees Kevin sharing an umbrella with another girl. Her heart shatters. Her eyes go blank. Back at the dojo, still raining, everyone is inside. Kevin's friend asks, if Kevin and Azure fought, who would win? Kevin replies,
Gatsa.
He doesn't realize Azure is behind him, clenching her fist. Still innocent, Kevin teases her for being drenched. Bro is cooked. Alright everyone, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching till the end. And thank you for the support on the last video. It really motivated me to make this one. More manga recaps are coming soon. See ya! Hey everyone! Chapter 8 just dropped, so I jumped in and recapped it for you. Let's dive into the story. The chapter kicks off with Kevin feeling bored because of going to the dojo. Suddenly, a finger taps his shoulder. Are you free after this? He turns around and sees the girl from last chapter, Ruby. Kevin asks what she wants. She invites him to visit the shop that was popular and asks if he'd like to join her. Then she tempts him with parfait, and of course, Kevin says yes. As they walk to the sweet shop, chatting about their homes and the dojo, Ruby leans in closer. She compliments Kevin, saying he has a strong, manly body and probably attracts a lot of girls, but suddenly stops talking. Standing right in front of her is Azure. Tension rises. Next scene, Kevin is strung up on an electric tower, tangled in cables. We all know Azure roughed him up. Ruby wonders how he ended up there and whether he's okay. Azure calmly tells her he's fine. But Azure's mood shifts. She gets serious and asks Ruby what her relationship with Kevin is. Ruby casually says she's just a classmate. Azure stares at her, clearly doubting it. Then Ruby flips the question. Are you Kevin's girlfriend? Azure turns red like a tomato, flustered. She insists in a cat-like tone that she's not his girlfriend and they're not a couple. Yet. Ruby smirks, clearly sensing Azure's crush. And that's a wrap for Chapter 8. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next part. Hey everyone, Chapter 9 just dropped, so I recapped it for you. Alright then, let's dive into it. We start with Ruby, bored out of her mind, lazily licking an ice cream. She's been feeling dull lately. Cute high school girl? Sure. Great reputation? Not quite. Ruby once accepted a guy's confession, but it didn't last. He mostly sent her memes and couldn't hold a proper conversation. Since then, Ruby's lost all interest in romance. She mumbles that boredom might just kill her. Even when she tries talking to other girls, they treat her like a threat. One shamelessly says Ruby's off to find a new toy. And we know exactly who that is, Kevin. Kevin's slowly becoming Ruby's plaything. He compliments her kitsune toy, and when she hands him her ice cream, it's clear. She's inviting him on a date, calling him her toy without saying it outright. Kevin's practically drooling. Ruby smirks. The prey has taken the bait. Then Kevin drops. Literally. He hits the ground hard. Behind him stand Azure and Ruby, and we all know who's behind that fall. Azure. Kevin and Azure start arguing while Ruby watches, plotting to sever their connection. She quips, "Food tastes better when it's from someone else's plate, doesn't it?" Ruby steps forward and tells Azure that she and Kevin are going on a date. Azure doesn't hold back. She slaps Kevin so hard it practically knocks the soul out of him. "Flirting with a girl right in front of me?" she snaps. Kevin grabs Azure's wrist, saying he promised Ruby the kitsune toy. A moment of silence. Then Kevin says, "Skipping dojo class was a necessary sacrifice." Azure turns away, smirks, and replies, "Well, fair enough. A real man sticks to his word." The three glance around. Kevin takes the lead. Azure and Ruby follow him. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like and subscribe for the next part. Hey everyone! I apologize for the 3-week break. It happened because I had to write and study for exams. Now that the exams are over, I'm back. And ready to recap the latest chapter for you. Alright then, let's dive into the video. The chapter begins with the trio sitting in a restaurant or cafe. They've ordered cakes and milkshakes, and we learn that Kevin and Azure were childhood friends. The two start arguing over donuts. Kevin blames Azure's math skills because she told him they'd split the cost 50/50ths. But Azure, still not great at math, says she'll have 4 donuts and Kevin will have 1, then starts rage-baiting him. Meanwhile, Ruby is quietly sipping her milkshake when she suddenly asks a question. Azure will probably have a lot of male friends, right? Kevin responds in a bored tone. That's nonsense, she never will. Azure starts beating him up. Ruby smirks and asks Kevin, "You're not Azure's support, are you?" Kevin stands up from the table and says he's not. He doesn't like violence. Then he poses a question. Who would a normal guy choose, Azure or Ruby? Without hesitation, Kevin says, "It's you, Ruby." Azure is stunned. Ruby throws a strawberry at Kevin and he catches it like a dog. She smiles and asks what he likes about her. Kevin lists everything. She's graceful, admired by everyone in their class, more feminine than Azure, and even tells Azure to learn a thing or two from her. Ruby chuckles. Then Ruby, clearly thinking about ending Kevin and Azure's relationship, asks, "If we were talking about going out, would you date me?" And here comes the plot twist. Kevin, without hesitation, declares that he would never date a woman like Ruby. Azure is shocked. Ruby freezes like a statue, wondering how she just got rejected by Kevin. Alright people, that's where the chapter ends. If you enjoyed this recap, why not check out my other videos? Hey everyone, chapter 11 starts here. We see that they're still at the restaurant. Ruby looks at Kevin and sighs. You're really good at ruining someone's mood. Kevin had just complimented a girl, then suddenly said he wasn't interested in her. If it were anyone else, that girl would have exploded with anger. Kevin quickly defends himself. I didn't mean to be mean. It's just too early for me to start dating. Ruby sighs deeply, clearly unsatisfied. Love has no age, Kevin. Even kids in single digits start dating. Kevin grows nervous. I'm good at studying. Dating will ruin that. I don't have money. And dating needs money. I'm terrible at understanding girls. He points at Ruby with a shaky hand. I'll wait for a sign. The right person. That moment when she speaks, and my heart suddenly beats faster. Ruby falls silent, curious what that sign might be. Her eyes drift toward Azure, who tilts her head with a mischievous smirk, her zesty expression irritating Ruby instantly. Ruby wonders in her mind, what does heart skipping a beat even mean? People say it's the greatest feeling in the world, but how does it really feel? Suddenly, Azure casually takes a bite of Kevin's donut since he's too slow. Kevin protests. They start bickering like children, throwing playful remarks. Ruby closes her eyes, tired, almost defeated. She thinks, even after meeting so many boys, I've never felt it, not once. She lets them continue their silly play. In her mind, they already look like a couple. Chapter 12 starts here. Ruby now stands at a bus stop, her thoughts heavy. How did my script go so off track? And why did we part ways like this? Suddenly, 2 men approach her. One touches her arm inappropriately. Oh, you're Ruby, right? Come drink with us. The other adds coldly. You look familiar. Their tone shifts darker. Threats spill out. We'll take good care of you. One of them curses at her, his voice dripping with rage. But just as Ruby's breath catches, crack! A brutal kick slams into one of the men, sending him to the ground, bones shattering as he howls in pain. The other man freezes, then bolts away in fear. Ruby gasps. Behind her, Azure suddenly appears, calm and steady. Are you okay, Ruby? Ruby stares, shocked. Azure, why are you here? Why didn't you just go home? Azure takes her hand, firm but gentle. I was going to, but something was on my mind. Ruby's heart pounds. She blurts out, Azure, do you have feelings for Kevin? Azure notices Ruby's trembling voice. She smiles softly. Nobody has ever loved Kevin besides you. That makes this my first time having a rival in love. Her voice sharpens, filled with fire. That's my challenge, and I won't lose to you. Ruby grins, relief mixing with pride. She thinks, so, my plan isn't broken after all. She asks playfully, if I'm truly your rival, then why save me? You gain nothing from helping. Azure smirks mischievously, her eyes glinting. Because you're the first rival who likes the same guy as me. And of course, I couldn't just stand by and watch. Ruby pauses, before chuckling to herself. That's actually pretty cool. In her thoughts, she admits, she already confessed to Kevin and got rejected. Now, it's her turn to support Azure.